Now it's time for Lil Joe's Adventures. Wild and crazy stories of Lil Joe's 9 lives.
What's up, everybody? It's that time again for Lil Joe's Crazy Adventures. This time we're going to be going back to North Carolina, some of the stories of me growing up as Lil Joe. So let me go tell you about this little incident that happened. I got a little backstory. When growing up as a kid, we used to have these TV shows. Well, TV wasn't like TV it is now. I'm not all that old, but TV is different. But when I was in school, I made bad grades. So sometimes I made bad grades, yeah. And I was on punishment. I couldn't watch TV was one of my punishments. So for a while, I didn't watch TV for a long time. Even the summertime, I went to summer school, and my sisters, and mainly Shell, was the policeman. I could walk through the living room, Again, it wasn't like now. We had one TV. It was in the living room, and if the TV was on, I'd come walking through the living room and just try to glance over the TV. Hey, Mom! You're watching TV! Yeah, Shell didn't let me get away with nothing. So anyway, I think I went for about 2 years one time. My 2 year span, I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't sit down and watch TV. So TV was a privilege. I really appreciated it when I was able to watch it. Another thing, like on Saturdays, look forward to the Saturday morning cartoons. One of them like Roadrunner, Buzz Bunny, and Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Around the time when the Cosby Kids would go off, it's about the time that the girls would be getting their hair done. I was the only boy, 3 girls. They were getting their hair done, and my job was to take the hot iron and the hot comb from the living room back and forth to the kitchen, What it is a comb, a literal comb that's made out of steel, iron, or whatever. And you heat it up, get it hot, and then the women would comb their hair with this hot comb to straighten their hair. And I thought it was barbaric. You can hear their hair frying. And I'm anyway, that was my job to go get the comb when it got hot. When it got cold, I had to go take it back again. Well, on Saturday morning, it was Soul Train. When they were getting their hair done, everybody was watching Soul Train. And at night, we would go visit some relatives out in the country. That's what we call out in the country. And I know just about every Saturday night, we were watching Hee-Haw at night. Hee-Haw, hee-haw. Okay. Friday nights, again, if you didn't watch TV all week, you look forward to watching TV on Friday and Saturday. And some of my shows, what was it? Incredible Hulk. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And what's another one? Knight Rider. Oh man, when Knight Rider came on, I got tingling that went up my back. Ooh, don't.
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
Back to the story. And another one of my shows is a good old boy. I never mean no harm. Yeah, but it beats all you never saw. I love trouble with the law since the day. Yeah, we used to look for black guys in the show. I think it was one black dude, sheriff, and whatever, Beaufort County. I can't remember. Okay, I go to the Piggly Wiggly, and I think I got a quarter, and I go buy a ring out of the bubblegum machine, and I get a General Lee ring. That's what I call them, a General Lee ring. And I'm cool. I'm happy. I take out a little piece of plastic, slide it on my ring finger, and cool. I'm walking around with my General Lee ring. Wait, no, it wasn't that long, and my mom saw the ring. It's like, boy, what are you doing with that ring on? Like, this is my General Lee ring. Do you know you don't supposed to wear that ring? What's wrong? You know, but she went, you know, trying to explain to me. I really didn't understand it, but a black man, black boy, black person shouldn't have a Confederate flag wearing it. You shouldn't do anything, shouldn't have anything to do with the Confederate flag. I didn't know. All I know, it was a General Lee. The flag that's on top of the General Lee. So I thought it was cool. I was happy to have me a General Lee ring. So to make my mother happy, it was a sticker, you know, plastic ring. It was a sticker. So I peeled the sticker of the flag off and stuck it somewhere, but kept the ring on my finger. So the problem was the ring was too small for my finger. So when I wake up the next day, my finger is throbbing, and I look down at my finger. It looks like I got two thumbs. The finger that the ring was on was swollen up big as my thumb, and it was like I couldn't even brush it, couldn't do anything to it. I was in so much pain. So I go ahead and get dressed. Didn't say nothing to my mama. That's nothing. I never said too much to my mom about anything. Any problem in it, I wouldn't tell them. Anyway, so I go into school. I'm in pain. I'm just real cautious, like stay away from my finger, stay away from my finger. And a couple of people looking at my finger, wow, man, that's big. I better, yes, sir, stay away from my finger. So go to school, and at school, you know, I was pretty quiet. Never got into trouble. Never bothered nobody. I was a pretty good kid, and all my teachers knew that. But this one day, one of my teachers heard me scream. I was going off on this dude. I was yelling and screaming. I don't think I was cussing, but I know I was on the verge of cussing. And my teacher's like, what's wrong, Joe? He never causing the problem. What's wrong? Hey, Joe, come up here. What's going on? Come here. So I get up there. He touched my finger, and it hurts. So she looks at my finger. What? Go to the nurse right now. Go to the nurse. So she sent me to the nurse. And I get in there, and then the nurse like, what in the world's going on? Oh, man, you're about to lose your finger. The nurse is going crazy because my finger is changing colors and it's about to explode. But I wouldn't say anything to anybody. So now the nurse has got she's trying to figure out a way to get this ring off. So then she finds some scissors and stuff. And I'm like, you know, I'm concerned about saving my ring, this little piece of plastic that's about to take my finger off. But she found some scissors or something and ended up cutting it off. And I don't know if she wrapped it up. I know I didn't want anybody to touch it. But eventually, the swelling and everything went down. You know, I didn't lose my finger. But the General Lee almost cost me my finger. Mm-hmm. I called this one fire truck. Okay, again, growing up as a kid, I didn't have a bicycle for a while. I remember some old raggedy pieces of a bicycle that we would have, but nothing really nothing for me to be happy about. But my mom did have a woman's bicycle with a little wicker basket up front. I rode that sometime. I was really kind of embarrassed. But back then it was BMX. Mountain bikes was coming out, but BMX is what a thing. So ended up going to my cousins. When my cousins moved to town, if you need a bicycle, you go to my cousin's house. Basically, I joined forces with them. We used to dumpster diving at I think we had like two bicycle shops. Any parts that they would throw away, we would get them, take them up to their house. So they had all these bikes and bike frames, and so basically we would take a skeleton and somebody needed a bike, we put one together. So one day they put me a bike together. I was so happy and just had a good time. So we went on a lot of ventures on these bicycles. I will tell you later on a lot of stuff I got into on these bikes. But this particular occasion, I think that bike broke down or something, and my dad got in, my stepdad, if I remember correctly, he got in several accidents in the Volkswagen. Somebody will always hit him or do something, and the whole front end, you know, would get crushed in, and I think it was supposed to technically it was total, but like I said, I was just a kid. This is just what I remember, so it could be wrong in my memory. But it seemed like he got money every time he would get in an accident. So anyway, this one particular time, he said he was gonna buy me a bicycle. He's gonna buy me a bicycle. I'm gonna get a new bike. Oh, I was so happy I never got anything like that before. I was so happy. So, it was no internet, no cell phone. You had to get a magazine. So I got a magazine and started looking up bicycles. And I found me a nice BMX bicycle. And I was gonna try to show him, this is the bike I want, this BMX. He didn't care, he didn't ask. So, let me pause for a minute and explain some stuff. The kind of bicycles that you don't want, we used to call them a truck. What a truck is, like I said, you remember I told you my mom had a female bicycle with a wicker basket up front. Guys would consider that a truck. An old man bicycle, a truck, a beat up, just anything that a teen boy who would be embarrassed to ride. It's pretty much a truck. Okay, back to the story. I come home from school one day. I was all happy and excited because it's the day I was supposed to get my bicycle. And I think my dad said that the bicycle's in the backyard. So I go around the backyard, and what did I see? This brand new, shiny, candy apple red, white wall fire truck. It was a fire truck. It was nice. It was brand new, but it was a fire truck. I was embarrassed. I was happy to have a bike, but I was embarrassed. So I had no choice. That's what I got dealt with, so that's what I got. So anyway, that's what I got. So I started riding at the school, and then one day, you know, I used to do all the grocery shopping, or most of the grocery shopping most of the time. So stepdad said he was gonna get a basket and put on it, and you know, so it would help me bring the groceries home. And I was like, anything but one of those big baskets up front. I don't want a big basket up front. I want a cool basket on the back. No basket is cool, but the basket in the back, that's better than the basket up front. Again, stepdad did what he wanted to do. I come home. He had went to the bike shop and got the biggest basket that they sold and put that on the front of the bike. Not only do I have a fire truck, it's got a big gigantic basket. I can carry all the groceries in the grocery store in this basket. Okay, I had to deal with it. Okay, got me a big red fire truck with a big gigantic basket up front. And I know the guys laughed at me, but I'm riding. So I enjoyed I learned to fall in love, and I love my fire truck. But we did a lot of traveling, a lot of things together. And I even used to go pick my cousin out. You ride my cousin's house, he'd jump on the front, pretty much in the basket, and we ride to school every day. But one day, I had to put the fire truck in action. I ran to my cousin's house one day, and I hear this, I'm riding, I think I'm behind the Piggly Wiggly, yeah. And I hear, "Rrr, rrr." Huh? So I'm looking around. Okay, get back on my bicycle, keep on rolling again. "Rrr, rrr." Like, what is that? So, okay, what is that noise? Okay, so I can't tell what it is. So I was like, all right, let me get out of here. "Rrr, rrr." So I look one more time, and then I see it. The dumpster behind the Piggly Wiggly, well, somebody was in it. Here's this man. He was in the dumpster like this. "Hey, hey." And it was pretty much the local drunk. You know, he seemed like he was always drunk or in begging or something. So I go over there, you know, asking what's going on. I'm stuck in here. Help me get out of here. I'm just a little kid. How am I supposed to get you out of here? And he's drunk, and what happened, he was, I guess, was trying to get some food, leaned over into the dumpster, ended up falling into the dumpster. Now he's too drunk to get out. So now he needs me to help him get out. So I'm like, how do I get you out? So he's like, hey, bring the bike, lean the bike up here. So I'm leaning the bike. So the big old basket is pretty much where he climbed in. So as he's clawing his way out of the dumpster, he's holding on to the basket, pretty much climbing into the basket. And that's, anyway, my fire truck in the basket saves old man life. We got him out of the dumpster, and I guess he lived happy ever after. We got him something to drink. But see, my fire truck saved the day. That's been another adventures of Lil Joe's Crazy Adventures. See you next time.